Good Saturday morning. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to Toledo News this morning on Old West End Festival weekend. Before we dive into all of the things that will be happening in this neighborhood in these next 2 days, we begin with a check of your festival forecast. You can expect a high in the upper 70s and low in the lower 60s for today, with a chance of showers for tonight. You can consider this good traffic news. The ramp from eastbound US 24 to southbound I-475 is set to open on Thursday. We're here at the corner of Glenwood and Delaware in the Old West End. I'm joined by Daniel Finkel, as well as Shelley Varelli, King Wamba, and Queen Sancha for this year's parade. We right now are outside of one of the houses that are on tour for the Old West End, and the house tours are a big part of the festival. And so, how are you all involved?
Well, I am the house tour chairperson, and I've been pretty much managing the house tours since 2018 with a 2-year hiatus while I was in midwifery school. But we basically run all the nuts and bolts of behind the scenes of getting people to sign up to put their house on tours, to soliciting the house captains, to the volunteers, to ordering flowers and window washing, and all the behind the scenes stuff that people don't think about. So, it's all those checklists that exist, and we make it happen.
And obviously the parade is one of the big things that people come for this festival. And so just talk about what's been happening as we've gotten closer and closer to the parade.
Well, the parade is what people think is the traditional kickoff to festival. Even though the festival really does start Friday night at 6 in the Arboretum, Saturday morning, 10 a.m., when that parade kicks off, that's what people are really used to is the sort of the announcement that Old West End Festival has begun. And there's a lot that goes in advance in planning that parade. We have over 60 entrants in the parade this year. So it's always a big parade. It's the kind of parade where you want to bring a chair if you're going to come and watch, because you're going to be watching for a while. There's a lot to see. It's going to be cool. The puppet section of the parade is going to be much larger, much more exciting, and it's going to add a great deal of fun.
Now, are those entered into the Best Float contest?
You know what? You might have some competition.
Because I have a float.
Is this an exclusive?
You'll see us atop the recycled but slightly modified float.
She's got a makeover.
We got a makeover.
Yeah,
Frankie the Flamingo.
There you go. I mean, there's nothing wrong with recycling as long as you have a nice modification for it. And also it keeps people attentive because they have to look out for the change.
Well, we are all about preservation here in the Old West End. And so with that in mind, we have kept every item within reason and tend to reuse them as often as possible.
And the cool part is that also goes into the houses too, because we do have the house tours which show off really nice homes. But in this case, at the house behind us, there's also some work that's going on right there to kind of repair those houses. And so talk about how that kind of flows into the houses as well.
This is the first year, really, that we've put 2 houses on tour that really stood vacant for a considerable amount of time. Mm-hmm. And so it gives people an opportunity not to come in and see, something that's been grand for a long time, but something that's being restored. Mm-hmm. And it really showcases the energy that's present in this neighborhood to take something that needs our help, bring it back to life, and frankly offer more housing because people want to live in this neighborhood, but you got to have places to put them.
And I'll add that, people think of a historic home tour, we're going to go see these mansions. And we do have a 3,000 square foot mansion that we call, the diva of the tour. We have a diverse group of houses this year to include those projects that are lovingly being restored. So it's, these houses, again, don't represent completely the work that it takes to keep them livable is really being showcased this year.
Come check it out.
And then after the festival, Zillow or Realtor.com, or our own Judy Stone here in the area.
Have fun shopping houses and imagining yourself here, and we would welcome you to come.
House Hunters, Toledo edition, right here at the Old West End. Welcome to the cafe, where community and commentary come together, and where actual coffee is hard to come by. But because it's the Old West End Festival weekend, I of course have to talk about beverages, because it's going to be a hot day today. And on top of that, there may be a lot of walking involved for those of you that plan on attending the festival today. I've got you covered though. All the beverages that you can dream of, they can be found in the Arboretum. That is where food trucks will be parked for today, and there are going to be plenty of local ones that you can check out. And the best part, once you go to those food trucks, you will now have them in the back of your brain for when you head out for the rest of the summer and want something to eat or drink in the Glass City. And that is the show for today. If you're heading out to the Old West End Festival, enjoy it. And if you're still on the fence, I recommend reconsidering because you may just enjoy it. It's plenty of fun, and there are plenty of options of things you can do to enjoy it. I'll see you back here tomorrow for Community Focus.